I don't mind your sleeping late, but it's almost noon.
5, 6, and 11.
I'm glad you're here.
Frank, I wanna, I think we need to talk.
Relax, Mindy. This isn't going to be as hard as you think.
So, what was so urgent?
Alan, we are in trouble.
Really, but you told me last night that Josh has confessed. What could possibly be wrong?
It's Will. Now, we have created a monster, and he is about to ruin everything.
Mr. Lewis, you have a visitor. So I see.
I'd like to talk to him privately, please.
You sure you'll be safe?
Yes, I think we'll be fine. Please.
Why? You two have something to work out together? You know, you better get your story straight, gentlemen. Because from where I stand, it's clear that one of the both of you is lying through his teeth.
What are you doing here?
Keeping my appointments.
What?
I came to see you.
Well, how did you know that I would be here?
Oh, I know a lot about you, Miss Lindsay. In fact, you could say I know all about you.
This portion of Guiding Light is...
The first thing I found out was that you padded your resume to get your job.
Well, I told Philip that. I was afraid he would think I was too inexperienced for the job.
He already knew.
What?
When you told him, he already knew. He'd hired a private investigator to check up on you.
You did?
Hang on, sweetie. That's only the beginning. It's going to be a bumpy ride.
Well, you're really enjoying this, aren't you?
Oh, you know, actually, it's quite boring. I was so disillusioned. I'd imagined detective work would be dramatic and filled with intrigue. And in fact, it is achingly dull. Lots of sifting through credit card records and tracing phone numbers. Not a job that would appeal to most people.
How nice that you could afford to hire help.
Yes. But you know all that, don't you? Our detective figures you're pretty good at digging around yourself.
Why is that?
Well, not only did you manage to show up in Springfield immediately after the Spaulding takeover, but you were able to track down a certain former executive in Mexico when he fled.
Well, that was easy. He didn't cover his tracks from everybody, just Riva. I cannot believe that Philip knows all this.
He doesn't. When he got the report on your schooling and creative resume, he stopped the investigation. He's still a little green.
You, however, are well seasoned.
Oh, that makes me sound like a load of firewood, not very flattering.
So you put the detective on your payroll.
He worked very hard piecing together what happened next. Did Alan really think that was a chance meeting in Mexico? That you were just this adoring graduate student on vacation?
How on earth did you...
Bartenders are paid as much for their ability to listen as for their skill with a cocktail shaker.
I see.
So Alan did believe it? Men and their egos. I assume when you got to his room, nature took its course, among other things. So by the time Alan got back to Springfield, you were already in place at Spaulding, ready to proceed.
Well, not right away.
No, Alan gave you a hard time, didn't he? He really tried to make a go of it, fixing leaky faucets at Riva Bend. But you knew better, didn't you? You managed to get his attention again. With the oil spill, perhaps. Well, it doesn't matter. You reeled him in, and you and he started to meet here in Springfield. Alan started to weave his web, and you were what? Assistant spider. You did very well, especially for an amateur. Managing to land both Philip and Alan, I am very impressed. You only made one mistake.
Which was?
You didn't count the number of players in the game. And the one you forgot about's now holding all the trumps. You look cold, Blake. I'll have my chauffeur bring you a blanket. Terrence.
Not now, especially with Christmas coming.
Here, slaving over a hot stove. My husband, I think I'll keep him.
Ross is setting the table. Shall we keep him, too?
Well, until the dishes are clean. Anyway, what's for dinner?
That chicken thing you do with the, mushroom sauce.
That does it. I'm hiring the talented guy cook over at my house. Hey, guys. Hi.
Oh, hi. What can I do? Ask Ed. He's in charge tonight. Okie doke.
Ed, I need some more of those napkin doohickeys.
Doohickeys? Why don't I get started on the family?
Doohickeys are back
Oh, you were such a good bower right after dinner.
I'm kind of in an organizing mood. How about I get started now?
Oh, okay.
I really need those napkin doohickeys.
Oh, they're in the, well, I'll show you.
If you could...
Yeah, that's good.
Fletch, you want to move some chairs?
Yeah, sure. Why not? Come on.
Look what I found.
Well, that's great.
Yeah. Ross, you must be working long hours these days, you know, with Josh Lewis case and all, I mean.
No more than usual.
You know, I heard that his confession didn't match Will's story. I was wondering
Chelsea
if you
Reardon, if I didn't know better, I would think you're a reporter dressed up in friend's clothing.
Oh, no, that couldn't be because Chelsea's not working on a story, right? No.
Right.
Right. Excuse me.
Uh-huh.
Your sauce is better than mine.
That's true, but it's a real pain. I mean, you got to stand here and stir, and I haven't put any salt and pepper in yet. So
At last, something even I can do in the kitchen. I will do that if you go get the pictures.
Okay.
Okay.
Johnny wants to go through Bert's photographs tonight.
On an empty stomach, you brave man, you.
Now, look, keep stirring. It should
Okay.
simmer, not bubble.
Oh, gotcha.
Maureen, darling, we have an advisory emergency.
I'm off duty.
No, as you know, Ross is not going to be a source on the Josh Lewis story, so he's desperately in need of some sound advice.
Ha, ha, ha. Very funny, very funny.
Now, try to be objective. Just remember who signs your paychecks.
Wonderful. I'll be back in a minute.
You didn't hear me.
Well, they tell me that you confessed.
That's right. I backed you up.
But what did Detective Tague mean about getting our story straight? I don't understand.
Well, I didn't know exactly what you had told them, so I had to improvise.
Why didn't you just tell them... Josh, look, I want to set things straight between us.
Well, that is very forgiving of you, Will.
No. No, not really, because I realize that I'm partially to blame for what happened.
How was that?
Look, I don't know. I don't have all the bits and pieces together yet, but I do remember enough to know that you were right. The picture that Reva took, I probably... There were feelings between Sonny and I.
Sonny?
Yes, why do you say her name like that? Look, I can't remember right now, but I hope it didn't go too far.
What is your definition of too far?
I hope nothing physical happened between us.
Oh, I see. That would make everything all right, wouldn't it?
No, I'm not saying that. I just think it'd make it easier for you to forgive.
You want me to forgive you?
Yes. Yes, you have to.
Why?
Josh, I'm in love.
I see. So you want me to give you my blessing so you can run off with my wife, is that it?
No. No, it's not Sonny. This is coming out all wrong. Look, I don't know if I was ever in love with Sonny. But if I was, it's over. It's past.
Who are you talking about, then?
Melinda? I'm in love with Melinda.
Are you serious?
Yes, I'm serious.
The hell you are!
The cold that pains you most at night.
What do you want, Alexandra?
Whatever you were going to give Alan.
It's too late. He already has what he needs.
What have you done?
I gave him the Emerald Mine survey and the bill.
It's serious, but it's probably not enough.
No.
You have more? You must have, otherwise you wouldn't be here. I suggest you hand it over now.
Why should I?
Well, isn't that clear? If you don't, I'll tell Philip everything I have just told you. And more. I said I know it all, Blake. You still think I'm bluffing?
I think you like bullying me.
On the contrary. In an odd way, I respect you. I always knew there was something different about you, but I never realized until this morning how much you have at stake here. What position did you hope to land once Alan regained power? The same one your father held? I thought so. Well, you came very close. You held your own, even though there were emotional obstacles everywhere. With Alan, with the Bowers. But in the end, you're a loser. Just like your father.
Congratulations, Alexandra. You've done a good job, too.
Thank you.
And it looks like you've won.
It's kind of you to be so gracious.
Except that you made a mistake yourself.
Which is?
You've come to me with a threat that carries no weight.
You want Philip to know what you've done.
It doesn't matter. Because as soon as I give the information to Alan, I'm leaving. For good. Is Pop okay?
Yeah, he's fine. Just sometimes he forgets where he puts stuff in the kitchen.
Oh, no. What happens if nobody's here?
No telling. One time I walked in on him and he was putting garlic on his oatmeal.
Yum.
Yeah.
Frank, I want to talk to you.
Mindy, would you mind if I go first?
Okay.
You know, when we got together, the whole situation really wasn't an ideal. I knew that you were still hung up on Rusty. But you were lonely and you needed a friend. And I was there.
It's not like just anybody could have been there.
I know that. All I'm saying is that from the very beginning, I knew we'd be headed for trouble. But I didn't care. I looked at you and I thought you were definitely worth the risk.
Thank you.
And I really don't regret anything that I did either. I mean, even though things didn't really work out the way I hoped, we had some great times, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
You see, Mindy, I don't know if this relationship didn't work out because we were too different or because there were too many things that wouldn't work out in the relationship. Whatever it is. I think we should stop fighting this thing. It isn't going to work out, Mindy. I think we should stop seeing each other now.
So when Mindy left, Will suggested we no longer work together. Now, he didn't actually say it, but I could tell he just wanted me out of the house altogether.
So what's the problem?
Haven't you heard a word I have said? He is cutting me out entirely. Mindy is the only thing he cares about anymore.
But that works to our advantage, you see. If he doesn't want to remember, then we're covered. So why are you so upset?
Can't you see how dangerous this is? Will is a man of morals now. Now, if he remembers anything, he is going to go off and do the right thing.
But he doesn't want to remember.
That doesn't mean that he won't, though, Alan, especially if I'm not around to give him those pills anymore. Now, what if he remembers that Josh is really Mara's father? Now, don't you think he would go off running to Josh and Reva and tell them the happy news? Doesn't that worry you?
No, it doesn't. You see, there are two things at work here. One is Will's newfound morals, and the other is his love for Mindy.
Which makes him determined to be honest and worthy of her.
Right. And if he remembers something that is not honest and worthy, do you think he'll want to make it public?
I am not so sure.
Of course he wouldn't. I mean, he has something to lose now. After all, he's the one who changed Mara's blood test in the first place.
That's not the only thing that he could remember, though, Alan.
No. He could remember that he tried to kill Josh by pushing him off the bridge last winter.
Or we could remind him.
Exactly.
Huh.
And I don't think you'd want to say that or tell that to Josh.
No, but still,
You see, Sonny, now, wait a minute. We've hit the jackpot here. Between Josh's confession and Will's newfound devotion for Mindy, I mean, it's perfect.
Yeah, it's a little too perfect, though, Alan. We are still not out of the woods with Josh yet.
No, there's still the trial to go through.
No. You don't understand. There is more to it. When I saw Josh, he was a little off. I don't know. He's up to something.
Up to something?
He's got a plan. I know it. I can tell.
Josh Lewis. I mean, it's against the man's religion to be clever. Please. And if they'd been planning something in Venezuela, Reva would have told me.
Oh, come on, Alan.
Oh, yes, I'm sure of that. No, I think the problem is much more simple. You're jealous.
Excuse me?
You want it all. Josh, Lewis Oil, and Will. Now, please don't be greedy. You can have two of those, but let Mindy have Will. You'll have enough money and power to comfort you. Well, I have to go. I have some business to take care of.
All right, well, keep me posted, will you?
I will. Don't worry. We're lucky.
We're walking through a minefield, and this man wants to dance. Well, I'm not going to be stupid about this one. Oh, damn it. Will, it's Sonny. Please give me a call the moment you get in. It's terribly important. Bye-bye. Thank you. Bye. Will, where are you?
Detective, we got a problem. Hey, come on, let go of it. Let go. What are you trying to do, Lewis? Finish the job, huh?
I'm fine.
You're fine.
Look, it was my fault. I want to stay here.
Hey, you got a death wish or what?
Look, I will stay here on this side. He won't get near me.
All right. You keep a close eye on him, okay?
Yes, sir.
You got 5 minutes.
Well, I guess that came as quite a shock. I understand that. I was shocked myself. But that's the way it is. I love Melinda. She feels the same way about me. And we're just going to have to make the best of it.
This will not happen.
You can't keep us apart.
No. That's not true. You think they're going to keep me in here forever?
No, no, I don't. I think just the opposite. But we both want things to be right between you and me.
Both?
Yes, both. Melinda and I.
This is unbelievable. You come in here, you tell me that you are now in love with my niece after having finished with my wife. What do you think? Well, everything's going to be all cozy between us now, is that it?
Josh!
You think you can just walk into this jail cell, we can have a little heart-to-heart, and everything's going to be fine? Is that it?
I'm willing to drop the charges. I want this whole thing to be worked out. Look, I'll say whatever is best. It was a mistake, my memory, it was an accident. I just want it all to be over with.
Over. No, this is just the beginning, Will.
Look, I don't know what happened, but whatever happened, it's in the past. I don't want any part of it. I just want Melinda.
Well, you are a little bit late for that. About 15 years too late, as a matter of
15 years, what does that mean?
Just think about it. It'll all come back to you.
I don't want it to. Look, there has to be some way we can work this out, okay?
Sure. Get your memory back, Will. Face the truth. And then let Melinda face it. All of it.
No, no, we don't want that. Look, just give us a chance, please. My life started 2 months ago when I came back to
That's not gonna work.
Springfield.
That's not gonna work, Will!
I'm not gonna let you run from it!
Madge! I know what's coming next.
I soaked in it.
Someone should know. Well, it might as well be you. Philip, a pawn in this situation.
You'd infiltrate, spoiled it. Using Philip to return Alan to power.
Yes. Expect to see the person I didn't know. And I realized Philip must lose his power for Alan's sake, and certainly not for mine. For his own.
Why do you think that?
He's a sensitive, loving man. But he hates Alan so much. assuming him. If he stays here, he's going to fight Alan on his terms. And he'll be lost. My first instinct was to try to get him away from this mess. I wanted him to run off with me. We almost made it, you know. We were actually plans, but then he had one more fight with Alan, and now he'll never leave on his own.
So you went with your second instinct. Ruin Philip. Good, even though it would end your relationship. Were those the only possibilities you could see?
What else is there?
Like you're in over your head. But don't worry, it's an affliction of the young, this need to see everything as black. And I'm going to show you the gray.
How very helpful of you.
We are on the same side, you and I.
We are.
Most decidedly. And the next step is quite clear.
Do you enjoy playing God?
We'll do the right thing with that information, Blake. Give it to me, please.
Why should I trust you more than Alan?
You're right. I think it is time that we just break it. And I'm glad we can.
Well, it seemed pretty obvious.
Well, not to everyone. You're a smart man. You see things other people.
They should be here.
Can I?
No, I'll do that.
Here, let me get this for you. I guess you could use a hot bath right now, couldn't you?
Maybe in a little while.
Well, how about some food? Would you like some food? A nice hot meal? I guess the fare in jail wasn't exactly...
thank you. There was something that I wanted to tell you before, but I thought that perhaps I should wait until we got home alone.
What is it?
Will came to visit me.
Today?
Yeah. Yeah, he came by right before you had arrived, actually. You'll never guess why. He wants to drop all the charges against me. Perfect.
It was good, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
It was.
He didn't even come to the table. I know. I brought him a plate, which he didn't touch. Rose, what's he looking for? Take these with me.
I'll clear this stuff.
The girls can get it. Relax.
What's up with you?
Nothing?
What wasn't nothing you said to me in the kitchen earlier?
You want to talk about it? We'll talk about it later, okay?
That's her. Hey, Mo, take a look. This little girl with the red hair, who is she?
I don't know. Does that say on the back?
No, you don't recognize her?
I know who that is.
You do?
Yes, I believe Mo does too. At least you know of her.
Really?
Who is she?
Take a look.
It hurts, sinus pressure, and headache. It